Welcome to yoga. Thanks for coming the day before Thanksgiving. And we're going to do a give thanks class today, which is really just a matter of attitude. Thanks to our bodies, since this is asana practice. Asana is one of the 8 limbs of yoga, and it's about the body and moving the body. So we're going to think today about being very grateful. All the good things our body does. None of the, little tweaks or creaks or whatever. And so as we start centering and coming in, which is also one of the limbs of yoga, bringing your senses inside, looking inside, seeing how everything is right in the present moment and what you're bringing to the practice today. So just close your eyes and bring your awareness within, and make sure that you have that awareness is non-judgmental and compassionate, and an attitude of loving kindness to your body today. So just see what's going on a physical level, and some things you need to be kind to and have a non-harming attitude by modifying a pose or backing off a little bit. So just see, and instead of just paying attention to what's maybe speaking to you, also notice all the parts and areas that feel good. And also take some time to notice your emotions. Anything, if you're worried about something or excited about something, just notice that. And notice your mind. Lots going on right now, so if you're still got that to-do list running over and over, just see if you can let that go during practice. It will be there when we finish and come back. Yoga is about stilling the fluctuations of the mind, so that's what we'll be doing during practice. So notice how your mind is as we start out. And then bring your awareness to your breath. So that's also one of the limbs of yoga, pranayama. So we're going to just notice, bring your awareness to how you're breathing right now, how your body's breathing itself. Just notice the qualities of your breath. The inhale, the exhale. Just notice whether your breathing feels deep or shallow or in between, or if the inhale and exhale are different in length. If there's a pause between, just take a few breaths without controlling it and see how it is. And then we're just gonna do it's called the healthy breath. So it's just a slow, deep, even breath with inhale and exhale, pretty even in length. So Start by, on your inhale, filling up, bottom to top, belly, chest, all the way up. And exhale all the way down. You can count to even out your inhale and exhale, or just have a sense that your inhale and exhale are equal in length, duration, same thing. Now, as you're doing this, establishing this nice, slow, deep, even breath, bringing in lots of prana, energy, life force, and then exhaling all that you don't need. Make sure that your face, jaw, neck, you're not carrying tension there. Just relax all your face. Let your teeth be lightly apart. And your shoulders relax down from your ears. So we'll just take several more rounds. Slow, deep, even, filling up and letting go. Take one more round. And when you come to the end of your exhale, just let go of that conscious breathing and come back to a breath, a slow, deep, even breath that you can maintain during practice. And just take a moment to create an intention. So this is also part of one of the limbs of yoga. It's focus and mind, your mind focusing on an intention that's positive, and that increases your chances of reaching that intention. So it could be whatever you want to take away from practice today, or to practice during practice. Just repeat that a few times in your own mind, and just know that it's there to revisit if you start drifting away. Okay, and we're going to start on all fours. So come on up to hands and knees, and you know the setup here. So always start with foundation. So wrists are under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread your fingers, press down lightly into the mat with the palms of your hands and your legs, tops of your feet. We'll start with just a few cat-cows to just gently warm up the spine. So on an inhale, let your belly drop, your tailbone tilt up, and maybe look up gently, and then press the mat away as you come to an exhale and come into cat, rounding your spine, tucking tailbone. So here, move with the breath. So when we link movement and breath, that's connecting mind and body. Mindfulness. Staying right in the moment. And letting your spine waken up gradually, gently. time you come to an exhale, as you round your spine, let your hips go back over your heels. Keep your arms out in front. We're going to begin do a few earth salutations. So on an inhale, come back to all fours, flat back. As you come to an exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Press your heels toward the mat. Shake your head yes, no. And then inhale back to all fours. As you come to an exhale, back into child's pose. So moving slowly. As you come to an inhale, back to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. So just continue at your own pace, matching movement to your breath. Inhale brings you to table, and then exhale either down dog or child's. And see if you can just get caught up in the flow, smooth, flowing like water. One more. So the next time you come to child's pose, pause there. Just take a few breaths in child, supporting whatever needs to be supported. Just sink down. Let everything drop down into the mat. Let go. And then come back up to all fours. Walk your hands about a foot out in front of you. And then bring your shoulders over your wrists. Bend your elbows. Keep them close to your side and lower down, chest and chin first, and then your hips, so come onto your belly. And we're going to do some heart openers, starting with Sphinx. So be on your forearms, elbows under your shoulders, and pelvis pressing into the mat. And energetically pull your elbows back, pull your chest through your arms, coming into a little back bend. Gaze out in front about a foot, just looking down, so don't bring your neck up too much. And then just like you have a headlight shining out of your chest. Just breathe. Inhale, lengthen your spine up, and slight back bend, especially in the thoracic spine, up high. And then on an exhale, bring your forehead to your stacked hands. And just rest for a couple breaths. We're going to do another back bend pose, locust. So let your forehead come to the mat, arms down by your side, palms facing in. Zip your legs together and press your pelvis into the mat. Lower your legs into the mat. And on an inhale, lift your head, your shoulders, your arms. Reach back, lift your legs, reach back. Look down and front a little bit. Exhale, release. We'll just come in and out a couple times. So inhale, lift, lengthen out. Exhale, release. And this time, if you'd like to hold, you can hold your locust, or you can keep coming in and out, or you can just rest. Couple breaths. Lengthen and lift. Okay, then come down, rest on your right cheek. Feel the energy moving in there. And then carefully lift your head up, come onto your left cheek, and take a few breaths just resting here. And now bring your hands up under your shoulders, come up to all four. Tuck your toes, come back up into downward facing dog, but not to stay. And walk your feet up to your hands. Bend your knees and come into a standing forward bend. Knees can be bent a little or a lot. Bring your belly in and up. And just hang here and forward bend. You can take hold of opposite elbows. Shake your head yes, no. Make sure your neck is loose. And then bring your hands to your shins and come up halfway. Lengthen out. Exhale, fold down. And then inhale, press into your feet, fingers spread. Bring your hands up, arms up, palms touch. And right down the midline. And then we'll build our mountain pose. So feet are hip width apart or closer. Lift and spread your toes. Look down at your toes, see them lift up and then place them down. Rock from your big toe mound out to your little toe and all around the back of your heel, and find a place to rest on the four corners of your feet. Press down gently. Kneecaps will come up. Feel the activation of your quadricep muscles. Bring your front hip bones up a little bit. And then lengthen up between the rib cage and the top of your pelvis. Long waist. Shoulders up, back, down. Palms can turn outward. And then bring your chin back a little bit so your ears are over your shoulders. And lengthen up through the crown of your head. And then release any gripping. So just you're in posture, stable and easy, balanced. All your skeleton is balanced, holding itself up. Relax your face, jaw, neck. Close your eyes if you have the balance, or just have a soft gaze down on the floor in front. And come back to your breath. Slow, deep, even. You can let a little smile come to your face, not a grin, just a gentle little smile. Feel your body strong, like a mountain, stable, but also maybe swaying a little bit, flexible. Okay, then open your eyes, and we're gonna do some getting rid of some tension or in the neck where we can, and shoulders where we can sometimes carry it. So start by bringing your right ear to your right shoulder, and then chin to chest. We're gonna go in a clockwise motion, ear to left shoulder, and then up and around. So like you're drawing a circle with your nose in front. If there's any discomfort, modify this. Just slow circles. You might hear some cracking in your neck. That's okay, as long as it doesn't hurt. Okay, then slow your circle down and circle in the opposite direction. Just slow. The neck and shoulders are often a place that we can accumulate tension. Okay, then come back to center and we'll work on the shoulders a little bit. So inhale the shoulders up to the ears, hold them up there and let them go. I'm going to do that a few more times. Up, squeeze them up, 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 let them go. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. One more. Okay, now we're going to circle back. Circle and back. Slow, rounding the upper back and then bringing shoulder blades together. Okay, we'll do a few times forward. Oh, I like the way you're getting your arms into it, Patty. That's good. You can get a little more out of it. Do what you need to do to really feel that. Okay, then pause, and we're going to build a sun salutation. I'm not doing the classic one. It'll be a little different from what, anyway. But we're going to start doing each pose a few times and then adding poses. So, and then then we'll go through it all again with just one breath per thing. Okay, so start in a mountain. And the first pose is Tadasana, which is right here. And bring your arms up overhead, fingers spread, reach up. So you're rooting down, lifting up. This is Urdhva Hastasana. This is a pose. So we're just going to go back and forth. Exhale your arms down. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale up, root, rise, reach. Exhale down. One more time. Now we're going to add on a forward fold. So you inhale up. Exhale, swan dive, fingers spread, reach out, bend the knees as much as you want, come into a forward fold, not to stay. Inhale, reach up all the way, and exhale, forward fold. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale all the way up. Root, rise, exhale, belly in, knees bend a little or a lot. One more time. And this time, as we come into forward fold, pause, belly in and up, knees the way you like them. Take a couple breaths. Now we're going to add half lift. So on an inhale, take your hands to your chins, lengthen out, flat back, lengthen out through the crown, the tailbone. Exhale, fold. Couple more times. Inhale. And exhale, fold. One more time. Now from forward fold, walk your hands out a little bit, walk your feet back, come into downward facing dog. And we're just gonna work with down dog for a few breaths. So inhale, press into your hands, lift your tailbone up, shake your head, yes, no. Soft spine, maybe pedal your feet a little bit. Now bend your knees a lot and lengthen up toward the ceiling, and then see about maybe straightening your legs a little bit. Pressing, pressing. Round your shoulder blades out, apart from each other. And now inhale, bring your knees to the mat. And come into puppy. So your hands are going to be not under, your wrists not under the shoulders, but a little bit out in front, so that when you round your back and bring your hips back, not all the way, that's puppy pose. So your shoulders are opening. That's an exhale. Now on an inhale, keep your back in extension, rounded shoulders. Come up, bring your shoulders over your wrists, and bring your chest through your knee, your arms, and look up. Okay? Then exhale back into puppy. So it's like a version of child's pose, like a dog getting ready to play. And then inhale, keep that rounded back, bring your shoulders over your wrist, and then let your belly go down and come into a back bend, look up. A couple more times like that. Exhale back. Inhale, come forward and into a little back bend. Back. And this time when you come up, don't go into the back bend, but tuck your toes, bring your hips back up into down dog, and walk your hands and feet together. So knees bent a lot. Come into a standing forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen, exhale, fold, and inhale, press down, come all the way up, and back to where we started. Okay, so this time we're going to do that and just we're not going to repeat things, we're just going to do one breath for each movement. Okay? But I'll talk you through it. Okay, so we're starting in Tadasana, and we're going to inhale, arms up, reach, exhale, swan dive, forward, forward fold, inhale, half lift, exhale, fold, inhale, no, that's right. So now walk your hands out, feet back into downward facing dog. That's an inhale. Exhale, in down dog. Inhale, knees to the mat. Walk your hands out a little bit. Exhale into puppy. And then inhale, shoulders over wrists. Drop your hips. Come into a version of upward facing dog. Exhale. Come back, lift your hips up into downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your hands and feet together. Forward fold. Exhale. exhale there. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale all the way up. And back to center. Okay, and then that was kind of a warm-up. So sun salutations, strengthen, stretch all the muscles, joints, and everything in your body. So now we're going to do some balance. Yeah, we did a lot of balance last week. We're going to start with tap toe. So that's where we tap front, tap side, tap back, lift up. Okay, so you can have a chair, a wall, anything you want there. Now, there's not a real danger of falling here because you're not like, anyway, it's not, but it's good to have a chair there. Okay, so first find your foundation. Then tighten up your core a little bit, zip it in and up, just lightly, no grasping. And find a focal point, something you're looking at that's not moving. Let the weight come into your left foot, come on your right toes, just start there. And then your hands can be in front, on your hips, anywhere you want. Then just tap in front, tap out to the right, and tap to the back, and then knee up. So we're gonna just work with this however you want to do it. Have a playful attitude. It's not all serious, but it does work. If you want to just hover your toe and not actually touch, that's a little more of a challenge. If you come out, just take a breath and come back in. A few more seconds to play with this. And then come on out. Shake everything out, whatever feels good, how to get rid of that tension. And we'll try the other side. So this time weight into the right foot, nice, firm, rooting down through the right. Core engaged, soft gaze, tap. Keep breathing. Tendency to hold your breath when you're doing balance. I don't know why, but just make sure you're breathing. Try having a little smile while you do your balance too. Okay, then come out of that. Take some hulas or anything that feels good. Shake out your legs. And then we're just gonna do one more. Tree. Okay, so let's start with the weight in the right foot this time. And same drill, core, gaze. Come on your left toes and turn your left knee out. And then you can stay right here. Bring your foot to the below your knee or above your knee, whatever works for you. And then if you want to grow some limbs and wave around in the wind or whatever. have fun with tree. Trees have lost almost all their leaves now, so you can really see the branches. We've noticed a lot of trees are falling down in the forest because, well, after a big rain, they do fall down. Okay, now come out of that and just shake it out. And then we'll do the other side. So this time, grounding down through the left leg and bringing the right knee out and foot up. Look at something that's not moving. Nice. Okay. And come out, shake it off. Okay. Now we're going to do one more standing pose, warrior one. We're going to do open-hearted warrior because compassion, loving kindness, gratitude, that speaks about to an open heart. So feet hip width apart, take your right toes and turn them out a little bit, and then take a big step back, or whatever step is right for you. Square your hips toward the short edge of the mat. And then bend your left knee over your left ankle. Take a look and adjust your stance so you've got it right over that ankle. Press down into both feet. So the right hip, you might want to give it a little nudge forward. It has a tendency to go back. And spread your fingers. And instead of going up, we're going to go back like this, open-hearted warrior. And then take your gaze up. Little back bend, open heart. So find that stable and easy gaze. So our stance like in mountain pose. So press down and lift up and breathe. 3 slow, deep, even breaths. If you turn your palms out, your thumbs out, that opens your chest a little more. Okay, then bring your feet back together. Move organically, whatever your body wants. And we'll do the other side. So left toes out, step it back. Knee over, right knee over right ankle. Okay, so make sure you've got that foundation and the hips squared. Pressing down, and then inhale, lift up, bring your arms back. Palms open toward the front. Open-hearted warrior. So breathe right into your chest, right into your heart. Feel it. Big heart. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, maybe settle down in a little bit. Wherever you feel really stable, but also not clenching, just easy. 3 more breaths. Big, deep breaths, right? Opening your heart. Okay, then come back, and we'll just do a couple of half suns to bring some movement after that. So inhale up, Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, come on up into chair pose. So hips back, arms up, set. And then all the way up and back around. We'll do one more of those. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, strong. Wonderful bodies we've got here. And exhale all the way up and back to center. And just take a few breaths in mountain pose. Coming back, feeling the energy from that little bit of movement. Close your eyes if you have the balance and reconnect with that slow, deep, even breath. Be aware of your body, that wonderful body that's holding you right up here. Strong, supple, getting you where you need to go. Okay, now we're going to come down. So inhale your arms up, exhale forward fold, walk back into downward facing dog, and then inhale, come to your knees, bring your feet out to one side and come over onto your seat, and lower down onto your back. Now you might, we're going to do bridge pose, which is a heart opener too. If you want to do, since we're winding down, if you want to do a supported bridge and put a block under your, the back of your sacrum, you can do that. So see what your energy level is and what your body is asking for here. So knees are bent, feet close to your hips, hip width apart. Spread your fingers, press them down into the mat. And if you're gonna do a supported bridge, just place the flat side of the block under your sacrum and just relax there. Or you can do a regular bridge. Inhale, lift your hips up. Maybe move a few times before holding, and then exhale, lower down from the top of your not the top of your spine, but from the top vertebrae down to your sacrum. So inhale is lift and pressing and opening the chest toward chin, not chin toward chest. And then if you want to hold your bridge, clasp your hands underneath. So pick the one that's right for you today. I'd say 3 more breaths wherever you are, whatever you're moving, holding, supported, whatever. And then remove your block if you have one, or come down if you don't. And I'm going to do some windshield wipe, moving into a supine twist. So knees bent, feet hip width apart, arms out, shoulder height, palms face up. Now if you want to do a wide leg windshield wipe, you can move your feet out toward the edges of the mat. So if you haven't tried that, you can try that. So any placement of the feet that you want. There are different effects on the back, so you can see what you like. So start with an inhale in the center, and then on an exhale, pull your navel toward the mat and let your knees come over to one side. Doesn't matter which. Don't force them down, just let them go where they go. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, other side. Always bring your navel in before you move over. So just do some moving windshield wipes for a few breaths. Slow, deep, even breath. Slow movement. Mindful movement. Your gaze can follow your knees, or stay in the middle, or go in the opposite direction of your knees. That just brings the twist a little further out. If that feels good for your neck, then do it. If it doesn't, don't. And the next time your knees come to one side, we're gonna stay here for about a minute. So just let them fall. And as you inhale, send that breath as if you're sending it to every cell in your body, blowing up your body like a balloon. And the exhale, soften anywhere you can. So just consciously release. See if you can actually feel the release somewhere. Feel where your body is supported by the mat. You can release anything there. If a part is hanging up there, you can also release there, little by little. Couple more breaths. Slow, deep, even. And then inhale back to center. Kind of realign yourself if you've gotten out of kilter. And we'll do inhale and exhale to the other side. And hold that for a while. Just notice that this side will be different, and it's just interesting to notice without judgment. This is your body. If you find your mind's starting to wander, just come back. Come back to the breath and the sensations in your body, feeling that release on the exhale anywhere it happens. Just stay present. Couple more breaths. Fill up. Release. Okay, then come back to center. Maybe take a happy baby or any pose that you wanna, anything that you think your body would like, your body's asking for before you settle into Shavasana. can bring, if you want anything for Shavasana, just raise your hand or put your hand up and I'll bring it to you. Everybody's doing something different. That's just great. That's yoga. And probably since we've spent so much time listening to our bodies, I bet you can hear your body better and know what it wants, and that's a good thing. So as you're ready, just find your Shavasana. Getting to be that chilly thing. I remember when we had to turn the heat up. It seems like they need the heat on. I know they do it on permanently now, I think. Belly bag, Jerry? No, you're good. Okay, it's fine. Would you like anything? Okay. All right, so just settle in, surrender. Totally supported, nothing to do, just be aware of everything, attached to nothing. Let those thoughts float on by. to the space and staying in the present moment. Begin to bring your body back to movement. Waking it up slowly with little movements and gradually coming over onto your side or to a seat. Just taking a few moments to check in at the end of practice. Bring your awareness inside as we did at the beginning, and checking in with your physical body, your emotional body, and your mental state, mental functioning. And your breath and your intention. And then, if you're not already seated, use your arms to bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. But keep your eyes closed if that's comfortable, or have a soft gaze on the floor in front of you. Find a comfortable place to rest your hands. And just take 3 conscious, slow, deep, even breaths. Inhaling through your nose, filling up, and then exhaling through your mouth with ah. 2 more, just like that. And I invite you to bring your hands, palms together, thumbs at your heart space. And in this season of Thanksgiving, bow to your efforts today, to the gratitude you've shown your body for all the ways it supports you, and the love you've shown your body during this practice, the love and care, by strengthening it, allowing it to strengthen and be flexible, strengthen, stretch through the movements of asana. And also the care you've shown by listening to your body and having non-judgment and compassion. And I thank you for coming on the day before Thanksgiving and allowing me to lead you in practice and sharing your energy with everybody here, because that's a real thing. And the light in me bows to and honors the very same light and teacher in each of you. Namaste.